In this video, I'm sharing some thoughts about exploring the unconscious and the dark side. So lately, it's been going on in probably a month now since the last recording about me spraining the foot, getting home, feeling kind of limited, thoughts starting to pop up. Who am I again? And I'm just been starting to read a book that's started to opening up some new thought loops and some new ideas, and it's called Conscious Kink, and it's all about exploring the unconscious dark side. So what's going on there really? It got me going because one of the how she explore and explains the book is like having is evidence of wanting. So that's one of the keys. So okay, yeah, I heard this before. You know, when you're manifesting and things keep repeating, popping up in life, there's some part of you that wants this still, maybe. And maybe it's probably usually not the conscious side, but it's the unconscious side that's attracting this kind of behavior or whatever it might be. And I heard this thought, this idea before, this hypothesis, burps. I heard this idea before, but I never really explored it that much. I've been doing I can understand, okay, if something's repeating, it might be a thing I need to look at. I understand that idea. But it got me curious, okay, how can I explore this more? What is this about? What got me curious is she explains it like this. So, because I don't really get why would an unconscious part of me want all this pain? That thing I don't really get. I'm starting to get it, but the idea is, okay, parts of us usually wants all the good stuff. That's what we choose, that's what we aim for. We want lots of money, maybe, or good relationship, healthy body, and whatever it might be that we consciously desire, want, are looking for in life. But still we get some other stuff and there's pain in that and we don't really understand. I didn't choose this. Why would I want this in my life? Why would I want to be rejected? Why would I want to feel all these things? So it got me going, and then I was just exploring it, and okay, and the explanation in the book is about, okay, in the conscious way, in the BDSM scene, you might choose pain, and through that pain there's pleasure, and I can relate to that. I can, in that context, in an intimate moment, in a BDSM setting or something, I could choose some specific pain, like I would like this kind of pain, and through that pain I feel pleasure. And I can relate to that. And it's the same, it's a choice, it's a conscious choice, and it can be the same. Okay, so in what other areas do I consciously choose pain? And that might be through exercise. I'm pushing myself, I'm pushing my body, I'm running, and it's like draining, it's exhausting, but still can be a pain in that pushing through, and okay, that's another conscious choice to pain. And you know, maybe if you totally exhausted yourself in some kind of exercise, maybe you're feeling the blood taste in your mouth and you just want to collapse and cry almost, but that's a choice, right? So okay, so in areas we choose pain consciously, and okay, I can get that. So so some part of me chooses some specific pains. Okay, and the explanation in the book, okay, so I choose those kind of pains. How about the unconscious thing also like pain, but it's a different kind of pain? Maybe the unconscious loves the kind of pain it feels. It want to experience that kind of pain when you're abandoned, maybe. And it got me, okay, so if the conscious side chooses this kind of pain, why wouldn't the unconscious choose different pains? can I get turned on by that pain? Because I can be turned on by some specific pain and I find pleasure. So why wouldn't the unconscious part maybe get turned on by abandonment pain? That's a box. Okay, so that's what I've been exploring. What might my unconscious be longing, yearning for, desiring? What kind of pains and kind of so it's been a exploration in that sense. What do the unconscious desire? What kind of pains does it desire? And it's been a fun exploration. I'm like in the middle of the book, so I have no real conclusion yet, but it's an interesting topic, the unconscious. What's going on there? And it's also in the current chapter I'm in. It's talking about, okay, so, and I talked about this in many videos. Like I have the capacity to be in a very high state of pleasure, enjoyment in life, and it's like blissful. I can put myself in that state. I have tools to put myself in that state. And then something happened and it dips and it's like a roller coaster. I talked about that before. But the idea about this, so I have ways to turn myself on in all sorts of areas in life. What turns myself off? And that was the question. So if I'm in this high state, blissful state, something happens usually that dips and so is that something I'm doing to myself? Is the unconscious pulling me down? And that got me curious. So that's what I'm currently exploring as well. So when I'm in this blissful state, what does the unconscious do? What kind of tricks does it have? How is it like starting questions from the outside, judging people or trying to pull myself down? Or so that's what I'm currently exploring, and I'm not sure where it's gonna end up, but I made a note on my phone. So where do I put myself off? Where do I turn myself off instead of turning myself on? So am I doing that to myself? Is the unconscious pulling me down to the more knowing, because it knows how it feels to be down, to how to be abandoned and to be in that kind of energy. So that's what I'm exploring in the unconscious. Can you relate to maybe the unconscious wanting, desiring this kind of pains that the conscious absolutely don't want? If it's something that's repeating, you're attracting it all the time, it's repeating in your life, and so maybe what does the unconscious desire? What kind of pains does it like? I'm exploring that. Have you ever explored that? Please share some thoughts. Let's discuss and let's see where where this goes in my life. And that's it.